Hey, it's you, and here they are, an Olympics under their belt, and now on the track for a world title within the next 2 years. And Troy Isley coming out quick against the southpaw, Cruz-Cubano.
So interesting right now.
Early trainer said, "You're like a dragonfly. I see you, but I can't catch you." Isley's catching him, though, with that right hand.
Yes, he is. And I like what Isley's doing is he's placing the foot outside. That's what you do against the southpaw. And he's working the body of Cruz, trying to get him to slow down. And he's catching Cruz as he leaps in, looking for a left hand.
Isley said, "Man, I've fought every type of fighter you can imagine as an amateur, so I'm ready for this style." He said, "I caught him with a nice right uppercut and left cross." Ooh, there's a left hook from Isley that shakes Cruz-Cubano to his boots. Ooh. You see the cut now under the right eye of Harry Cruz-Cubano. There's a left hook from Isley. You see the power of this middleweight, and that's why Al Mitchell is so high on Troy Isley. He said if he sits on his punches, he can put anybody down. That's what he's trying to do here.
Wow.
Against Harry Keenan Cruz-Cubano as round one comes to an end, and Cubano showing a ton of heart to finish this round on his feet. On Tim.
That's just textbook. Beautiful shot right there. Look at the right hand. Look at the right hand of Isley, how it's up when he shoots that left hook. Gets in position right there. Boom. His hands is
Harry Keenan Cruz-Cubano here before the start of round number 2, giving him a couple of extra seconds to recover because he wanted to make sure he was okay before he allowed him to come out and to deal with that left hook of Troy Isley. You see the body work from Isley with the right hand.
That even though you hit him, he still swings back.
Oh, what a right uppercut from Isley. It's just target practice here. The awkwardness that has given so many of Cruz-Cubano's opponents a hard time. It seems like Isley has really good eyes to pick it up and take advantage.
That's skill, Bernardo. That's what that is. In the inside, is being calm enough to be able to see the openings.
Oh, what a left hook to the liver, Tim.
My goodness. And we always talk about what the right hand of beat Isley doing here.
Big props to Cruz for surviving the onslaught of round number 1 and still being in the fight here in round number 2. Our own Mark Kriegel is with the champion, Joe Smith Jr. in the locker room as he prepares. Pounds when he fights, or his sparring partners have been that big, so he can take a shot. And he just wants to get his opponents into those drag-em-out fights, much like Castaño was able to do against Charlo. But Isley's poise is second to none here tonight.
Yes, it is. And not fighting Cruz-Cubano's fight.
Absolutely. That's exactly what Kay and Coach K and Al Mitchell were saying. If we can avoid falling into his traps, then Troy's going to look good. And that's exactly what
Isley has to be looking for.
Cruz-Cubano is a diesel mechanic for the port of Jacksonville. He operates those forklifts that takes the big containers off the ships and sets them up. And here he's doing some heavy lifting against Troy Isley in round number 3 as he has him against the ropes.
Nice little frame right there with the left hand. Short frame. Boom. Lift him up with the uppercut just to get a little space by Isley. There, that shot. Liver.
Boxing background in the corner of Cruz-Cubano comes out lunging with that left hand and lands on Isley.
I want you guys to pay attention to the feet of both fighters. You know, anytime you see Isley get in position of land his right hand or left hook, watch his lead foot how it goes outside his opponent. Anytime it's inside, you got to be cautious with that because he gets hit with left hands like that. Cruz-Cubano, he breaks all the rules. That's what makes him so dangerous, honestly. He breaks all the rules. Look at him. He's ducking up. He's coming up, shooting shots, ducking his head back down, then going back downstairs, changing levels. It's awkward, very awkward opponent to deal with.
Said I'm going to take my time doing much damage, but you talked about the awkwardness, the angles where those punches come from, and how it's hard not to get caught.
Yeah, see, he's having a hard time every now and then hitting the head of Cruz-Cubano, so he needs to dig down to the body. When he goes back and he watches tape, he's going to say...
He won't have to wait for the tape, Tim. You know Al Mitchell's going to let him know immediately. Body work once again. Nice right uppercut from Troy Isley. But Harry Keenan Cruz-Cubano has no quit in him.
Step out the belt.
Cruz-Cubano with everything. The kitchen sink. The
The
car motor, you name it, and he's still around.
He needs to deliver the liver shot. There's it. There's the left hook downstairs, and Cruz-Cubano just keeps coming.
But you just see Cruz-Cubano, how smart he was. He kept his lead hand up and glued to his side, so that liver shot attempt cannot happen.
I mean, for somebody who does so many things wrong, he really does a lot of things right when it comes to the defense. And he said, I chose boxing over MMA because you get less damage. I mean, but that's unless you're fighting Troy Isley.
He said you get less damage in what, boxing?
Yeah, that's what he felt.
Oh, he crazy.
Hey, I don't know. I never been kicked in the head. Either of you, Tim.
He crazy,
Oh,
man.
nice double uppercut from Isley. You're like, what are you talking about? You ever been in there with Provodnikov?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you're getting hit in the head constantly for 12 rounds or 10 rounds or however how long with punches.
Cruz-Cubano's legs don't look to be under him, but they haven't been since round number 1 because of his style, and he's still there, taking double uppercuts from Troy Isley, who goes downstairs once again. It might have been low, but those big shots to put a punctuation mark on Troy.
10 seconds.
Inside, nice position right there. Look at the head of Isley. It's off on the shoulder. Short, nice, compact shots. Accurate shots. Beautiful shot right there. Boom, double.
Blow in between the combination after the first 2 shots, and there had been a warning from Genji Estevez for another point, for a point deduction, but nonetheless, the damage was done to the head there in round number 5 as we're in the final round. First time that Troy Isley has been this far ever.
I had never been 12 rounds in the gym sparring. You know, before I turned professionally, these guys, they've already tested waters. They know they can go 12 rounds. Like Isley was like, yeah, I've been 12 rounds many times. Like, it's nothing. They're on a completely different level at this stage in boxing right now. Near the belt line.
But I think it's just the accumulation of shots that were straying low or on the belt line that finally caused Genji Estevez to
Doing it again.
take that point deduction. I think Isley here, Tim, has to change his strategy and just go for the head, because you don't want to get disqualified in a fight that you're dominating in a vicious manner. And look at that right uppercut that once again hurts Cruz-Cubano, who's just taking too much damage for his own good.
Come on, guys. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
It's so funny how guys react to feints. It was a beautiful feint right there. Foot feint by Isley.
You hear the talking.
These guys, yeah, they talking to each other.
Genji Estevez says, let me take control of this. Stop the talking. And oh, nice left uppercut from Isley. And Cruz-Cubano's probably like, man, let him talk. He's not punching when he's talking.
You know, Cruz-Cubano right now, he's going to be satisfied just with finishing on his feet. You know, there's no moral victories in boxing, but he's going to be satisfied, seriously, that he's still stuck around with this vicious fighter.
10 seconds.
That was one of the worries of Jesus Escalera. He said against Nicola Navarro, they stopped it too fast and just give my guy a shot to finish on his feet, and that's exactly what Harry Keenan Cruz-Cubano.
Yeah, this is my favorite style. I love guys that are aggressive and come forward and counterpunch. That is Troy Isley. He enjoys pressing the action, being first to the mark. You know, he landed some vicious shots over and over and over. And sometimes you have guys like Cruz-Cubano just can take it. They just tough, durable, you know, and that's the reason why he was actually in this fight, you know, because of his raw toughness and heart. And you know, the top ranks at the matchmakers at Top Rank, they know exactly.
Here inside Turning Stone Resort Casino, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Don Trella has the bout 59-53. Glenn Feldman and Tom Schreck both score the bout 59-54. For your winner by unanimous decision, Troy Transformer Isley.
And tonight we saw the transformation from knockout artist to a completely dominant victory for Troy Isley, who improves to 4-0. Just as impressive as can be, this young man of